CWL 2019. 100 Thieves were crowned champions on 2 different occasions, during CWL London and CWL Anaheim. 2 months later, the biggest Call of Duty event of the year took place, the Call of Duty World League Championship, with a whopping $2 million prize pool. 100 Thieves Cod Champs 2019 journey starts in Group F, consisting of SICARIO Gaming, Midnight Esports, and Fury Gaming. 100 Thieves swept SIC and then triumphed over Midnight and Fury with 2 comfortable 3-1 wins. Moving on to the winner bracket round 1 matchup, 100 Thieves faced off against Luminosity Gaming, consisting of Formal, Skies, Brack, Slacked, and John. LG finished 2-1 in the group stage after Singularity swept Luminosity and secured first seed of their group. 100 Thieves was clearly the favorite to win the series. Despite winning all 3 games in the group stage, 100 Thieves started slow during day 3 of the Call of Duty Championship, losing the first hardpoint of the series in a disappointing 250 to 154 scoreline, with Priesta finishing with a mere 7 kills. Moving on to game 2, 100 Thieves and LG went back and forth, pushing the search and destroy all the way to an intense round 11 that ended in a 1v1 between Slasher and Brack.
Round 11, out he comes hopping, Octane hits the shot, 1 versus 1, and it's Slasher that gets the clutch 100 Thieves.
Game 3 Control flipped the series on its head, with a dominant 3-1 win by Luminosity Gaming. With all the momentum on their side, LG managed to close out the series in one of the best hardpoint endings we've ever seen during the Call of Duty Championship, and sent 100 Thieves to the losers bracket.
LG fight back in, 10 points for either side, 2 drop for 100 Thieves, Octane falls, LG's in, LG has done it!
After this disappointing start to the championship, 100 Thieves knew if they want to reach the grand finals and potentially lift another trophy during the Black Ops 4 season, they had to make a miracle losers bracket run, which began with their losers round 1 matchup against FaZe, the team of Zuma, Zero, Scraps, Celium, and Asim. 100 Thieves wrote an inspiring, started from the bottom, now we're at the top story that day. A story that was one of the most amazing never give up stories of all time, starting all the way from the losers bracket round 1, being down 0-2 in the series against FaZe, and being down 0-2 in game 3 Control. 100 Thieves showed to everyone that day why you should never give up. While the Thieves managed to finally get something working in their favor during round 3 of Control, round 4 is where the madness began. A 4 versus 12 situation for the Thieves.
Not able to take Slasher with them, no respawns left for 100 Thieves. Look how close they are from finishing this. Grab slam, the clearance, the grab slam comes in. Priesta, what is that kill? Priesta gets it, the contest once again in for Zuma. He just barely gets there, but Priesta gets the kill.
What a way to clutch up and begin their miracle reverse sweep run, with 100 Thieves taking control and cutting the 2-0 lead down to 2-1. Game 4 hardpoint on Hacienda would prove to be yet another insane performance by the Thieves, who found themselves down 70 points during the first hardpoint rotations, and yet they once again managed to pull it back and end game 4 with a banger. Pushing the series to a game 5, the Thieves had all the momentum on their side, and with the human turret, Octane, clutching up rounds like this.
Octane, last man. But he just has to stop them from getting this plan in. It hits, but not much damage. Oh, that's bomb down. That's bomb down. Octane, make clutch in the 1v3. Zero hunting, 8 seconds on the clock. He's gonna wrap it around. Does he get the read? Here comes Zero. 2 seconds, 2 seconds, and Octane with the ice.
The reverse sweep was imminent and legendary for the ages.
And the reverse sweep for 100 Thieves.
After their remarkable reverse sweep against FaZe Clan, 100 Thieves advanced to losers bracket round 2, where they were poised to face off against SICARIO Gaming in a rematch from the group stage, where 100 Thieves emerged victorious with a clean 3-0 sweep. Priesta and Octane kicked off the series in a sizzling fashion, both amassing full streaks after their initial rotations. Leveraging this advantage, the Thieves swiftly built a lead of over 100 points, while SICARIO mounted a modest comeback, stringing together a couple of hills. 100 Thieves comfortably sealed the deal in Game 1 Hardpoint with a 250 to 186 win. Transitioning to Game 2 Search and Destroy, both teams had their moments in a tightly contested back and forth map. They found themselves in an intense round 11, a pivotal moment that could propel the Thieves to a 2-0 lead and push SICARIO to the brink of elimination. Chino closed out round 11 with a 2-piece, and SICARIO tied up the series at 1-1.
3-2 versus 2. 20 seconds to work with. Out pops Enable, but Chino ready and waiting. On the flank comes Priesta. He'll get gunned. Chino's RK7 bops him.
100 Thieves began Game 3 control with a bang, maintaining their dominance during the first defensive round. They followed this up with a closely contested attacking round that ultimately hinged on Kenny's decisive play at the end. This effort helped 100 Thieves deplete SICARIO's lives and take a commanding 2-0 lead in control. In another resounding defensive round for 100 Thieves, they expertly managed the clock and sealed map 3 with a clean 3-0 sweep. 100 Thieves carried their momentum from Game 3 into Game 4. They quickly amassed a 100-point lead after the first 3 hardpoints. With the entire team performing exceptionally and appearing to be in peak form, 100 Thieves dismantled SICARIO in Game 4, adding them to the 60-point club and sending them packing. 100 Thieves faced their next challenge in the form of Evil Geniuses during the losers round 3 phase of the World Championship. In Game 1, EG got off to a strong start, initially putting 100 Thieves on the back foot after the first set of rotations. However, 100 Thieves managed to turn the tide in their favor with consecutive clean holds, transforming what had been an intense tie game into a convincing 250 to 176 hardpoint victory. Game 2 began with both teams engaged in a back and forth exchange in the opening rounds. However, 100 Thieves eventually found their rhythm and sailed through the map, securing a dominant 6-2 win and putting Evil Geniuses one map away from potential elimination. Moving on to Game 2 control on Gridlock, EG successfully secured the A point and sought opportunities to claim the B point as well. However, Slasher had other plans, thwarting EG's assaults with an impressive 9-1 start. 100 Thieves maintained their momentum with a remarkable defensive round 1, followed by a swift 2-minute offensive push, leaving EG on the brink of elimination. Although Evil Geniuses managed to counter with an offensive round of their own, 100 Thieves sealed the series in round 4 with a sturdy defensive hold, sending EG home with a dominant 3-0 sweep. 100 Thieves secured their spot to compete for the $800,000 first place prize and the coveted trophy during Championship Sunday. Step by step, 100 Thieves were on the path to achieve something unprecedented at the Call of Duty World Championship, where a team had fallen into losers round 1 and made a miraculous run to win the championship. At the time, this feat had only occurred twice in Call of Duty esports history. To achieve such an extraordinary feat, 100 Thieves had the best 3 more formidable teams before clinching their place in the grand final. It all commenced with the losers round 4 showdown against Team Reciprocity. The Thieves embarked their Championship Sunday journey with a spectacular start in Game 1 against Reciprocity. They set the tone by establishing a commanding 100-point lead after the initial rotations. While 100 Thieves were displaying dominance as a team, Kenny's performance at the end added an extra layer of brilliance as he obliterated Reciprocity with a remarkable sequence to seal the hardpoint.
Be a break for Reciprocity. Kenny and Slasher, though, trying to do what they can. Kenny!
What is that? Kenny!
Kenny with 3!
Maybe puts the game away there with the big dagger. 3-piece on to Reciprocity.
Transitioning to Search and Destroy, the match began with both teams engaging in a back and forth exchange. Once again, 100 Thieves shifted into high gear, with Octane and Priesta amassing a combined total of 18 kills, leading the Thieves to a comfortable 6-3 victory in map 2. With their backs against the wall, Reciprocity, who had maintained a flawless record and control throughout the World Championship, stepped up significantly in Game 3. Dylan put up MVP-like numbers with 34 kills in just 4 rounds, helping Reciprocity stave off elimination and extending the series to another hardpoint. The hardpoint contest was an intense back and forth battle. Slasher and Octane started off hot, amassing an astonishing 27-5 stat line. 100 Thieves found themselves with an 80-point advantage after the first rotations. The Thieves wrapped up the series with another exceptional hardpoint performance, eliminating yet another team standing in their path. They bid farewell to Reciprocity and continued their legendary losers bracket run 1, ready to face Enigma 6 in round 5 of the losers bracket. In game 1 hardpoint of Hacienda, 100 Thieves initially found themselves trailing by 50 points at the halfway mark, putting them on the back foot. The Thieves, however, managed to string together 2 consecutive hills and, with 2 solid holds, even the score 150 to 150. In this intense back and forth hardpoint battle, both teams found themselves just 30 points away from victory. With Priesta delivering a game-high 39 kills, he led 100 Thieves to secure game 1, putting them ahead 1-0 in the series. Transitioning to game 2 Search and Destroy, Enigma 6 boasted an immaculate record of 9-1 during the Call of Duty World Championship, while 100 Thieves had a commendable record of their own at 7-2. Enigma 6 made a hot start in game 2, racing to a 4-1 lead against the Thieves. However, 100 Thieves managed to mount a comeback and level the game at 4-4 after an intense 1v2 clutch by Kenny, who also secured streaks. Kenny continued to impress, reaching double digits in the following round and guiding 100 Thieves to snatch the Search and Destroy victory, putting them up 2-0 in the series.
To find one, so does God RX. It's not over just yet, folks. It might be now, though. Brezzy for the 1v3. At least makes it interesting, but it's not interesting enough.
With just 1 game away from securing a top 3 finish, the Thieves aimed to close it out on gridlock control. Round 1 came down to an intense 1v1 showdown, with the human turret Octane stepping up for his team. Enigma 6 managed to strike back in the following round, but 100 Thieves sealed the series with a rock-solid defensive hold, keeping their hopes alive in the World Championship.
Dancing around, he should be able to stop E6. They've done it. 100 Thieves stay alive. Here in the 2019 Call of Duty World Championship, they progressed through.
After securing 5 consecutive series wins, 100 Thieves found themselves in a crucial matchup against OPTIC Gaming to secure a spot in the grand finals. The Thieves had an impressive start in game 1 hardpoint on Seaside, with Kenny and Slasher amassing an incredible 26-4 stat line. They gained an 80-point lead after the first 2 hardpoint hills. OPTIC Gaming, known for their remarkable comebacks on Seaside, aimed to replicate their magic as they managed to tie the game at 200 points each. When it mattered most, Priesta stepped up at the end, allowing 100 Thieves to close out the hardpoint with a 250-210 victory. Transitioning to Search and Destroy, 100 Thieves appeared unstoppable as they established a 4-0 lead. Dashy found the answer for OPTIC with a 1v3 clutch, finally putting them on the board. The Thieves followed with another round of their own and were now just 1 round away from taking a 2-0 lead in the series. Scump's clutch in the following round with a 1v2 kept OPTIC in the game, igniting some momentum as they won 2 more rounds in a row. However, it proved to be a little too late for OPTIC as the Thieves came through in round 10, securing a 2-0 series lead. In game 3 Arsenal Control, 100 Thieves were just 1 map away from securing their place in the grand finals. Round 1 went flawlessly for the Thieves as they took a 1-0 lead with a clean round and Slasher securing streaks. In what seemed like an easy win for the Thieves in round 2, OPTIC managed to maintain their defensive hold. Despite being down by 8 lives, it all came down to a 1v1 showdown between Octane and Scump.
Octane, 1v1. We saw it in Search, and it's Octane that gets the better of him this time.
Sam once again came through, putting the Thieves just 1 round away from a grand finals appearance. In an intense back and forth round 3, both teams secured streaks and ultimately came down to a 1v2 situation for TJ. However, Enable shut him down and 100 Thieves continued their dream run. From the brink of elimination against FaZe Clan in losers round 1 to the 2019 World Championship grand final, they were set to face the powerhouse of EUnited, featuring Clayster, Arcides, Pristini, and the formidable Tiny Warriors. Keep in mind that 100 Thieves, coming from the losers bracket, would have to win 2 best of 5s in order to be crowned champions, an almost impossible feat to accomplish against the tournament favorites. Although 100 Thieves had convincingly swept OPTIC, game 1 hardpoint saw them on the back foot as EUnited got off to a hot start, leading by 60 points after the first 3 hills. 100 Thieves managed to stage a comeback halfway through the map, but EUnited impressively changed retained 3 consecutive hills to secure a dominant map 1 win with a 250 to 126 scoreline. Moving up next to the search and destroy, EUnited continued their momentum from game 1 and found themselves up 2-0. However, during a pivotal round 4, Priesta found himself as the last man standing in a 1v3 situation.
He flies out, but he's able to get the kill, get away, and pop the heal. Hold on. Another lucky timing, maybe a 1v3 for Priesta. Simp, flawless versus Priesta. 3 within this round. Here we go. Here we go. It's the 1v3 for Priesta.
Tying the game at 2-2 with one of the best clutches in Cod Champs history. His incredible play gave a glimmer of hope to the squad. Following his clutch, 100 Thieves won 3 more rounds in a row and eventually managed to close out game 2 in a comfortable 6-3 fashion. Up next was frequency control. 100 Thieves appeared to have their peak form as they dominated EUnited in the first 2 rounds and stood 1 round away from taking the series lead. In an intense round 3, EUnited somehow managed to clutch a 6v9 situation. Round 4 once again went down to the wire, with EUnited having at one point a 7 life advantage and no respawns for 100 Thieves. However, 100 Thieves mounted an incredible comeback and left Simp in a 1v2 situation, pushing the game to a round 5. The Thieves ultimately clutched up and gained a 2-1 series lead, getting 1 step closer to resetting the bracket against EUnited. Game 4 hardpoint on Arsenal was up next, and 100 Thieves found themselves up by 60 points after the first set of rotations, being just 70 points away from the victory. However, EUnited had different plans, managing to stage a comeback. Game 4 ended with both teams sitting at 210 points. In a chaotic ending, EUnited emerged victorious, closing out the hardpoint with a 250 to 219 win and pushing the series to map 5. Map 5 on Arsenal was where EUnited aimed to seal the deal, a map where Simp had an incredible 2KD throughout the 2019 World Championship. 100 Thieves once again found themselves on the back foot after a crucial 1v2 clutch by Simp in round 4.
The biggest 1v1 of their careers. Here we go. Simp takes it.
Trailing 3-1. In another incredible back and forth map, 100 Thieves managed to tie the game at 3-3, with Enable delivering a spectacular performance, already amassing 9 kills in 6 rounds. However, for 100 Thieves, EUnited appeared slightly stronger in map 5, ending the map 6-4 and claiming the title of 2019 Call of Duty World Champion.
It's on Slasher. EUnited do it. They go back to back.
100 Thieves, after losing to Luminosity in Winners Round 1, made a miracle run to the Grand Finals with 6 series wins in a row, sending home FaZe, SICARIO, Evil Geniuses, Reciprocity, Enigma 6, and OPTIC Gaming. Undoubtedly, the greatest losers bracket run in Cod Champs history. That's gonna do it for today's episode. Hope you enjoyed this throwback video. This is the Cod Archive, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.